Hello. Thank you for this amazing day, and I'm so happy to stand here in front of you. I will be talking about financial mastery through impactful leadership. Or, put differently, how can you become financially rich by enriching the world with your leadership? That is what we will be talking about for the next 20 minutes. My name is 𝐀𝐦𝐬𝐭, and I'm a business strategist for high-profile leaders. I have the privilege to work with CEOs from very large companies, from small companies, with ministers, state secretaries, and with celebrities. And I do that because I believe that at the top, we need very inspirational leaders. If we want to stand up, and we all want to stand up, then we need people who dare to stand up and then to stand there and tell some honest truths. And that's what I want my leaders to do. And I dare them, I ask them to dare to live abundantly. And that is something, do you dare to do that? That's why you're here today. I dare them, do you dare to live abundantly financially? Do you dare to feel rich on the inside? And do you dare to enrich the world with what you have got to say? And so I believe mindset is everything. If you want to become a good leader, then it starts with self-leadership. You have got to lead your life. And I will share some of my insights with you today. And this is, if there's one conclusion that I would like you to take with you, it's this one. Start doing less. Oh my God, we're all working so hard. We're working constantly. And I tell you, stop that. Mindset, shift it. Start doing less and start achieving more by doing less. Who is raised here? Who was trained by their parents, by the school, by the government to start working hard if you want to become rich? If you want to succeed in life. Yeah. So this is our mindset. And now I'm training you to go for a different one. Start doing less and start achieving more. And I want to prove it to you financially first. This is a chart of an investment. It's from an investment bank. I removed all the details because that's not important. I want you to focus. You're the one in the circle. You have some money, and you think, I'm going to invest it. So you go to an investment bank, you give them your money, and you start investing. And at the beginning, things go well. And you think, wow, that was a good idea to start investing. And then month after month after month, you see the stocks go down, and you are losing money. My question to you, in this moment, you're at the bottom. What do? Do you sell your shares? Everybody is selling. I will sell my shares immediately. Do you do nothing? Just wait. Or do you say, hey, this is exactly the right timing to buy some more? And the reason why I'm asking you this, be very honest with yourself. Because there was an investment banker here with me today, but I don't know, are there other investment bankers here today? Oh, yes, thank you. Wow, great. I want to ask you, when you're in this low, clients start calling you. They're calling, oh, I want to run away. Oh. What is the one thing you always need to tell them? So what do they need to do? Just wait. Start doing less and start achieving more. Why do I need to show you this chart? Because finances is also emotion. Everything in life is emotion. Everything is energy, Einstein said. So we have mirror neurons. If we see somebody who's getting in panic and says, no, you need to leave now. We're in a crisis. We have never seen that before. Then people start selling, and some people more are selling. So who are you in that moment? We mirror each other, so we start doing exactly the same. And I tell you, if you just wait and do nothing, this will be your long-term result. Why is that? And can a banker predict that? Can he really tell you, yeah, this will be your result in 10 years? Nobody can. But at the same time, we've seen the past. And we know that when you do long-term investments and you just wait long enough for the storm to pass, you will get your result. And it will be a good result. So, when you know this financially, how I have to train my people to get there, especially at the top, when there's a lot of media going on, when they have large companies and they've got to stand tall every day. Then I need to train them, and I give them this chart. And I tell them, the one thing you do is first, you start with the end in mind. You keep the end in mind. Was this banker for sure that you were going to have a lot of money? No, but he gave you the dream. You all have a dream. That's why we're here together. Thanks to Giovanna. And we all have a dream. Keep it in mind. But then, and there was somebody talking about the head, the heart, and the belly. Keep the end in mind and trust deeply that this is the only result you will accept as your reality. Yeah? And that takes you through 3 stages to get there. So you keep it in mind and you trust deeply that this is the only result you want to have. Henry Ford said, whether you believe it or not, you are right. So who are you going to be? Are you the one believing you should run away? Of course, you're right, because you ran away and it got a crisis and it got bad for you. Or are you the one believing, no, I just keep the end in mind and finally I will get there. And this chart is to me an extremely important chart. Why? Because my millionaire mindset trainer once told me, what you do somewhere in small, we do out there in big. What you as an individual do on your own, humanity does on a large scale. But if you know that now, then you also know that what you do right in small, you can do right in big. So that means that whether you are looking at your life goals, whether you are looking at how to get married and have a man for the rest of your life, or whether you are looking to scale your business, I tell you, this is your chart. This is your chart everywhere, because it will get tough. You will face crisis all over again. But if you keep the end in mind, and you start trusting deeply that this is the only result you accept as your reality, you will finally get there. And so then I brought some lovely leaders with me today. Great people, clients of mine, and I love them dearly. And one of them told me, yeah, but I am very good at envisioning my future, and it will be so bright, I love it. But then I get back to reality. And then I face all these troubles, and it's hard, and I can't handle it, and I don't know what to do. Who's with me? We all have these troubles. So, what do we do at that moment? Because, one day I want to be a billionaire. One day. And then you go home and you're like counting your money. How do you do that? How do we go from one place to another, to the dream? How do we face obstacles? And I have a little play for you. I'm going to show you a video, and there are 2 balls on top. Do you see the balls? And then there is the ball on the left side, and that's the ball with all the obstacles. And on the right, the ball with no curves at all, just straight. Now I ask you, which ball will arrive fastest and which will arrive first? Is it the ball on the right that gets slowed down every time? Is it the 2 balls arriving at the same time? Or is it the ball that can go straight towards it? I want you to raise your hands now. Who chooses the ball with obstacles? You're a little bit trained already. No. Who dares to choose both balls? Who dares to choose the one straight? Let's see. I show you again. Gravitational illusions. And I do not mean it's illusion, it's not true. We have the illusion that when we go in a straight line, we get there faster. That's the illusion. So, one of the most important mindset lessons that I learn all my leaders is that every adversity is only there to make you stronger, to let you go faster, and to make you get bigger. So, from now on, everybody in this room will never ever talk about problems. You will never ever have a problem again. You will only have a learning opportunity. Yeah. So when you go home tonight and it's not going well with your partner, remember the chart? Oh, this is going downwards. And after the down, there's an upwards again. Yeah. So just remember to stick to him or to her. And you will get there. Yeah. So, and we do that because every adversity is there to make you stronger. But how does it work? How does it work? The ball first got slowed down. So when an adversity is popping up, like the media who's suddenly talking all over you, and you're like, or you're just facing suddenly there's a client that's very angry with you, and like, most of us tend to get angry. Or just be, I'm facing a problem. That's not helping. What do you do? At that moment, you are slowed down. You are meeting an obstacle, and that's great. Because it means you should slow down. Go back again to start with the end in mind. Trust deeply. This is the only result you want is your reality. And then, because of the connection with what you truly want, you will come up with the right solution towards it. And you will grow. And sometimes it takes quite a while because we do not want to learn all the time. We need to, but it's hard. Sometimes we just want to sit, yeah? And then we need to relax. So yeah, with the male and the female energy, I loved all the talks today. It was so amazing. And this is all about, do you like? And at the same time, it's steady. This is the only result. Whoa. Ah. Yeah? So, I prepared an exercise for you, and we're going to do it right now. And because this is an important one, I want you all, and I'm going to put it here already. You see, I am so rich because I want you all now to close your eyes. Please do this for me. And start with the end in mind. You are totally living abundantly. The world is totally great. Imagine this is your reality. And now, when you're there, you will, in a moment, state your truth. You will say out loud, I am so rich because. And I want you to trust yourself deeply that this abundant vision that you have right now is the only reality you accept. So I will count to 3, and on 3, you will say out loud, I am so rich because. Good? 1, 2, 3. I am so rich because, and now tell it, come on, tell it. I'm so rich because, I'm so rich because I am not worth it. I am very worth it. Yeah. So, wow, you did it. And words and the energy of your words define your reality. So what are you telling? Do you have to shout it out loud? Some people are introverts and don't want to shout. It does not mean you have to shout it out loud to everybody. Hey, I'm rich, I'm rich, I'm rich. No. It just means that you on the inside are enriching yourself by stating fiercely to yourself, I am so rich. And I'm so rich because of. And you heard some lovely stories about the history of people, of how they got where they are now. How did they become the person they are now? And you all have this extremely amazing history. And it's about connecting the dots. It's about suddenly going back into your history, just like the chart, like the banker does. Hey, if you do this for 10 years, this will be your result. Well, I tell you, go back into history and start seeing what you should be doing, because you did it already, as the one from Bunk said, you already did it in your childhood. And you were then already amazing. And just when you start connecting those dots, that is the moment when you know, I'm quite impressive. And it's only for some reason we love to think out of scarcity. And we just want to believe we're not good enough. And you know what? I work with famous people. I work with very high achievers who want to change the world. And they're good people. And they still have doubts. It doesn't matter where you are. The only difference is, do you want to repeat your history? Yeah? So, To round it up, please start doing less. You don't have to go out there and convince everybody. No, just keep your end in mind. Trust deeply that this is the only result you accept as your reality. Start doing less. Start achieving more. And feel free to join my masterclass if you want to. Thank you very much.
We have 5-minute questions. Who has a question for Kim? Let's make the most of it. Yes, over here. Who? Oh, no question? Oh, you're just doing your hair. Anybody else? Yes.
Great presentation, thank you.
Thank you.
If you look back at your history, like where you are today, like if you could share like your reflection.
Oh, yeah. Yes, I got inspired by a man who talked earlier. And it touched my soul. Why am I doing today what I've been doing? Every one of my male clients resembles my father because he was an entrepreneur and he worked hard to get us somewhere. And every time I am helping a female, a woman into the world, I see my mother because she's an amazing creative woman. And she did never, ever, ever have an opportunity to speak out loud and tell her truth. And that's why I feel both energies really well inside of me. And that's what I will stand for. And that's why I've been in the media for 12 years. That's why I've been on stages as a child. And that is why I'm now a business coach and strategist for more than 10 years. Because I know that in every man and in every woman, there is some inspiring energy, and we just need it to fire up.
Oh,
yeah.
Beautiful. Thank you. Who else? Another question for Kim? Yes?
There is a fine balance between doing less and doing nothing or doing too much. So where is it for you?
Very nice. It is when you are slowed down and you need to, you get angry or frustrated or scared or you start crying or you feel like, maybe I quit. Then you need to slow down. And when you start envisioning, you start with the end in mind again, and you start writing that up, writing that down again. In that moment, you know that you only have got to do one essential thing. And people always want to do a lot. I want to be on all social media, and oh, I need to talk to all the press. No. I tell like for instance, a politician that I helped, I told this person when he wanted to quit, I told him, well, maybe the one thing you should do now, because you want to quit now. It was during COVID times, at the end of COVID. He was a minister, and he came to me and he said, I'm going to quit this. I can't handle it anymore. It's way too much. And so he asked to have some coaching with me because he wanted to have a smooth exit. And he said, it was year 2020, so he said, how do we do that? Give me a strategy. And then I told him, why did you ever start it? Why did you want to become a politician in the first place? And he said, I wanted to be really there for the people. And I know that through legislations, we can improve the world for so many people. And I said, oh, wow. So, do you want to quit now at your lowest? Or do you want to become a high success? The only thing that you forgot to do is to take care of yourself, to rest, and to connect to the ones you do it for. And it only took me 3 sessions to get him on board again, and he's still in politics, and he does really, really well. And why is that? Because everybody will get through the lowest point. And at that moment, you need a coach to help you through. But if you do not have a coach, just go back to the beginning. Start with the end in mind and tell yourself, who am I kidding? It will be hard, but you will be rewarded.
Thank you. Huge round of applause for Kim Neuskens.